where reality folds and life may begin. There are scientific ideas that feel bold. There are scientific ideas that feel impossible. And then there are ideas so strange, so shockingly elegant, that they change the way we understand the universe itself. Tonight's journey begins with one Istikiki day. The suggestion, not fantasy, not science fiction, but a real hypothesis discussed by physicists, that we may already be living inside a black hole. Not near one, not orbiting one, inside one. This idea sounds absurd at first, almost humorous, like something imagined in a late-night dream, until you realize who is proposing it. Theoretical physicists, cosmologists, Nobel-level thinkers who spend their lives studying the shape of reality. As the night deepens and the world quiets, we'll step into this idea carefully, slowly, like walking into deep water. We'll explore why black holes and universes look so similar, why space may cycle inward and outward like breath instead of ending in death, why the Big Bang may not have been a beginning, but an interior event, a birth inside a boundary, why we exist not outside the cosmic abyss, but within the event horizon of one far larger than imagination. So let the rhythm slow, let the breath soften. Picture the cosmos, not as stars scattered in emptiness, but as a living, curved space that expands gently in all directions, like a horizon you can never reach. This is where our journey begins. Because if the universe is a black hole, then gravity is not a threat. It is a womb. The singularity is not death, it is origin. And the cosmic horizon around us is not a wall. It is the event horizon of a universe-sized black hole in which galaxies drift like particles suspended in deep time. Pause here. Feel the scale. A black hole, normally imagined as destruction, collapse, an end to everything, could instead be a cradle for expansion. Inside, space stretches. Time flows outward. The geometry reverses. Instead of falling inward forever, matter experiences an inflation, the very signature of our early universe. And suddenly, the strangest possibility becomes the simplest. Maybe our universe exists inside a black hole within another universe. And black holes in our universe may contain universes of their own, like seeds within seeds, worlds within worlds, a cosmic Russian doll of infinite birth. As we drift deeper into this thought, the fear dissolves. Black holes no longer feel like endings. They feel like transitions. Not traps, but portals. Not void, but structure. The deeper science goes, the closer physics and philosophy touch. Because if we are inside a black hole, then the observable universe, the entire 93 billion light-year expanse, is merely the interior of a singular gravitational structure. Dark energy, space expansion, the cosmic horizon, all could be natural consequences of living inside an event horizon. In the coming chapters, we will explore why black holes may naturally form universes inside, how the mathematics of space-time expansion mirrors interior black hole geometry, why the cosmic microwave background behaves like horizon radiation, why singularities may bounce instead of collapse forever, why black holes could be cosmic wombs instead of cosmic graves. But not yet. Tonight, we are not solving. We are feeling. Feeling the scale, the possibility, the gentle opening of a new perspective. Imagine a black hole from the inside. Space is not falling. It is expanding. Time is not ending. It is flowing outward in one direction. Nothing escapes, because escape is impossible. Not because you are trapped, but because reality itself curves so that all paths lead forward. This does not feel like prison. it feels like universe. If our universe is inside a black hole, then existence is not fragile. It is deeply structured. Life is not accidental. It is emergent within geometry. We are not isolated dust. We are part of a long lineage of collapsing stars, giving birth to new worlds beyond their event horizons. We are children of gravity, descendants of collapse, life inside a cosmic heartbeat. So breathe. Let your mind expand slowly, the way space expands around galaxies. Let the idea grow within you like starlight on a horizon you cannot reach. Let the impossible soften into a question, and the question soften into wonder. If black holes birth new universes, and if our universe behaves like the interior of one, then perhaps we are not outside anything at all. Perhaps we are already inside. Perhaps we have always been inside. Tonight we step beyond fear. We step beyond the image of the black hole as destroyer. We step into the possibility that it is home. This is the beginning, a doorway into a universe within a universe, and a journey into the quiet truth that sometimes the deepest darkness contains the brightest creation. Take a slow breath. We go deeper next. Most questions in science begin with curiosity. Some begin with contradiction. But the rarest and most transformative begin with a whisper, a possibility so strange that it lingers in the mind like a dream, refusing to fade. Our journey begins with that whisper. The idea that the universe itself, the totality of galaxies, time, matter, and consciousness, might exist inside a black hole, not metaphorically, not symbolically, literally. To many, this sounds like the edge of science, but to a growing number of physicists, cosmologists, and mathematical theorists, the idea is not only plausible, it is elegant. It explains things the standard model of cosmology struggles with. The Big Bang, cosmic inflation, dark energy, the horizon of the universe. The more deeply we look, the more the universe behaves like the interior of a black hole. We begin by stepping into the nature of horizons. A black hole is defined by a boundary, the event horizon. Crossing it means losing the ability to escape. Gravity there is not merely strong, it is destiny. Light bends inward. Time stretches. Every path leads deeper. And yet, inside the horizon, something beautiful happens. Space expands. It widens. It breathes. It grows like our universe itself. This is the first reason scientists consider the possibility. A black hole's interior naturally produces expanding space-time. On roads just like the one we live in. In mathematical models, once past the horizon, space doesn't collapse inward. It inflates outward. It becomes a universe unto itself. A black hole isn't a dead end. It's a doorway. If our universe is inside one, we are not observers from outside. We are participants inside the geometry itself. Consider the Big Bang. For a century, we've been taught it was an explosion, a beginning, a sudden burst of space and time from nothing. But nothing in physics occurs without cause. Why would existence ignite? Where did the laws come from? Why did the universe emerge hot, dense, expanding? Unless the Big Bang was not the beginning. Unless it was the moment our universe crossed a boundary. The moment matter collapsed into a larger universe's black hole. A birth inside gravity. This explains why the universe expands. The further we look, the faster galaxies move away, stretched by space itself. This acceleration, known as dark energy, continues to puzzle cosmology. Yet inside a black hole, expansion is expected, natural, inevitable. Dark energy may simply be the outward stretch of interior space-time, the breath of the hole we live within. Pause here. Breathe with it. Next, we consider scale. The universe we see stretches 93 billion light-years, impossibly vast. Yet from outside a hypothetical parent universe, our black hole may be microscopic, a singularity only meters or kilometers wide from an external frame, yet containing unimaginable space inside. Perspective decides reality. Time moves differently near horizons. Mass curves geometry. A Planck-scale black hole may hold a cosmos inside. To us, from within, it is everything. Infinity. Existence. But from outside, it could be no larger than a whisper in space-time. This is the second reason scientists consider the idea. Size depends on the observer. Inside and outside see different universes. Now consider structure. Our universe has a boundary, not physical, but observational. The cosmic horizon marks the limit of what light can ever reach us. It behaves almost exactly like an event horizon. We cannot see beyond it. Nothing from outside crosses in. Sound familiar? Our universe looks like inside space of a black hole. Expanding interior, unreachable boundary, frozen time beyond the horizon. We see only what is within, just like observers inside a horizon can only witness inner reality. Another whisper, another alignment. Finally, there is information. When matter falls into a black hole, quantum theory insists information is preserved, encoded in the horizon. If universes exist within black holes, information is not destroyed. It becomes a new cosmos. Every collapse seeds reality. Stars may give birth to universes. Every black hole may contain worlds. We may be one of them. And so our question deepens. If we live inside a black hole, what does that make us? Not lost, not doomed, but part of a lineage, a cosmic ancestry spanning collapses and births, horizons and expansions. We might be the interior of a star long dead in another universe. Our galaxies might swirl like atoms in a geometry larger than imagination. Consciousness may be the universe observing itself from within. Take a breath. Let the possibility settle, soft and slow. Because if we live inside a black hole, then the universe is not cold machinery. It is generational, cyclic, alive. Reality becomes a network of wombs and worlds, each black hole gestating expansion, each universe giving birth to more. We exist not at the end of collapse, but at the beginning of creation. And so, our journey continues. Deeper into the mathematics, the evidence, the doubts and the wonder. Deeper into what it means to exist inside gravity's shadow. Deeper into the possibility that home is not outside the darkness, but within it. In the next part, we will explore how the Big Bang matches the moment a universe crosses a horizon, and why time inside a black hole always moves forward, never back. Space expands. We follow it inward to go further out. To understand why scientists believe we may be living inside a black hole, we must begin with the greatest mystery in cosmology, the Big Bang. Not as a myth, not as a metaphor, but as a physical event, a boundary, a horizon, the moment when something became everything. We were taught the Big Bang was an explosion, but explosions expand into space. The universe does not expand into space. Space itself expands. And that changes everything. When we map the early universe, something astonishing appears. Space did not expand from a point inside the universe. It expanded everywhere at once. Every galaxy moved apart from every other galaxy, not like shrapnel, but like raisins in rising dough. No center, no outside, only inflating geometry. This behavior is identical to what mathematics predicts inside the event horizon of a black hole. Let this sink in, calmly, like a slow breath through the stars. The universe universe expands inside itself the same way space-time expands inside a black hole. The Big Bang may not have been a beginning, but the crossing of a threshold, a horizon, a one-way surface where time splits into two regions, outside collapse, inside expansion. Imagine watching a star collapse into a black hole from the outside. It tightens, compresses, glows with impossible heat, and then freezes on the edge. Time stops at the horizon. Light slows. Collapse becomes eternal. But from the inside, something different happens. The collapse reverses. Matter rebounds. Inflation begins. To an internal observer, the universe is born, not from zero, but from the interior of a gravitational well. The singularity becomes a new space-time. The Big Bang is the moment after crossing a horizon. Outside, collapse. Inside, expansion. One event, two perspectives, two universes. The Big Bang wasn't a fireball. It was a transformation. Now consider what came next. Cosmic inflation. In just a fraction of a second, the universe expanded faster than light itself. Matter smoothed. Fluctuations froze like ripples under ice. Energy thinned into space that didn't exist a moment before. If that sounds like black hole interior geometry, that's because it is. Next, we examine the shape of the cosmic horizon, the limit of what we can ever see. It is spherical, silent, absolute. Even with infinite time, we cannot look past it. Nothing beyond it can reach us, not because it is far, but because space-time itself prevents it. This is exactly how an event horizon behaves. Everywhere we look, the universe behaves like the inside of a black hole. The cosmic microwave background, the afterglow of the Big Bang, stretches across the sky with uniform temperature, just like Hawking radiation from a horizon. Its tiny fluctuations match quantum fingerprints, as if information was imprinted at a boundary. In other words, the early universe looks like horizon radiation. Next is time. Inside a black hole, time always flows forward, toward the singularity. Never backward, never outward, always deeper. Not like a river, but like gravity itself steering fate. Our universe behaves the same way. No matter what we do, time moves in one direction. Entropy increases. Stars burn. Galaxies age. History cannot run in reverse. Time inside a black hole is one-directional. Time in our universe is one-directional. Two arrows, one rule. Now breathe. Let the pattern settle. Not proof, but symmetry. Not certainty, but resonance. Every major feature of our universe, expansion, horizon, entropy, inflation, mirrors the interior of a black hole. If the universe is a black hole, then the Big Bang was not creation ex nihilo. It was a continuation, a doorway, an interior unfolding of something larger. We are not outside looking in. We are inside looking out. And the horizon we call edge of the observable universe may be the event horizon of the larger space-time that birthed us. Pause here. Feel the possibility like a tide in the dark. In the next chapter, we explore the true center, the singularity, and what happens when time, space, and logic themselves begin to bend. Not as destruction, but as birth. Not as end, but as origin. If a black hole can contain a universe, then the singularity is not a point, it is a seed. And our cosmos may be its blossom. If we truly live inside a black hole, then the most mysterious point in all of physics, the singularity, is not an end, but a beginning. A seed from which space-time unfolds, stretching outward like a universe-sized bloom. Not destruction, but origin. Not collapse, but birth. To reach that understanding, we must step carefully into a region where intuition fails. Here, space curves infinitely. Time slows into geometry. The laws we rely on, gravity, motion, causality, begin to shimmer like distant heat in a desert sky. And yet, even in this strangeness, patterns appear. The singularity is not a point, it is a process. In classical physics, a singularity is where density becomes infinite. Matter crushed into zero volume, curvature soaring without limit. But infinite values are not physical. They are signposts, pointing to missing knowledge. Something deeper lies beyond, something quantum, something creative. Many physicists now suspect the singularity never forms. Instead, collapsing matter reaches extreme density. Quantum pressure rises, space-time resists. And instead of collapsing forever, it rebounds, bounces, unfolds. A black hole may be a star collapsing inward from one perspective, and a universe expanding outward from another. Imagine it slowly. From the outside, the star shrinks. Gravity squeezes it, tighter, smaller, dimmer. The surface freezes near the horizon, time nearly stops. But inside, time continues. Matter compresses, then rebounds. Expansion begins, not outward into space, but as new space itself. This is the black hole as cosmos model. Collapse outside, bang inside. The singularity becomes inflation. The event horizon becomes the cosmic boundary. The black hole becomes a universe. If so, then the singularity inside our universe is not behind us. It is around us. We are living in its expanding aftermath. Every galaxy, every star, every atom is part of that rebound, a cosmic unfolding from a seed of unimaginable density. Pause with that thought. It means the laws of physics are not broken, they are cyclical. Stars collapse, black holes form, universes bloom inside. Those universes produce stars, which collapse, forming new black holes. A fractal of creation. Now consider something even stranger. If the singularity is a seed, then black holes in our universe might already contain new universes within them, each one expanding invisibly inside its own horizon. From our perspective, they are tiny gravitational wells. From the inside, they may be infinite expanses like ours. Every black hole could be a cosmos. Every cosmos could be a black hole. We might live inside a second-generation universe, not original matter, but inherited. We are cosmic descendants of apparent reality. Our Big Bang may be the echo of a star that died in another world. Let that settle, not as fact, but as possibility. Next, we explore information. When matter falls into a black hole, information cannot be lost. It must persist, in quantum states, in horizon structure, in subtle correlations that ripple through space. If black holes produce universes, information becomes foundation, not erased, but rewritten into physics. Our universe may carry quantum memory of its ancestor. The constants we measure, gravity strength, electron charge, dark energy density, may be imprinted parameters from a parent cosmos. We live inside physics we did not choose, but inherited. Just as children inherit features from parents, universes may inherit laws from prior universes through black hole birth. Evolution across generations, natural selection of cosmos. Only universes capable of forming black holes reproduce. And we are here because our universe can. A cosmic genealogy. Now breathe softly. Feel time stretch, not as seconds, but as generations. Reality becomes lineage. Existence becomes inheritance. The singularity is not a moment behind us. It is the engine beneath everything. A point where physics becomes creation, where collapse feeds growth, where endings are beginnings wearing different masks. When we look toward the cosmic horizon, We are not seeing a limit. We are seeing the inside of a seed, still unfolding. In the next part, we will explore why physical laws inside black holes may be friendly to life, how stable atoms, chemistry, biological time, and consciousness might arise naturally inside horizons. Not alien, but inevitable. If the universe is a black hole, then life is not an accident. It is what gravity grows. If we truly live inside a black hole, then the most remarkable question is not where we are, but why existence inside a horizon can support life at all. If a black hole is a universe, then conditions inside must allow structure, chemistry, stars, and consciousness. And somehow, impossibly they do. Life requires stability. Atoms must hold. Time must flow. Gradients must form. Stars must burn long enough for planets to awaken. And our universe delivers all of it. This chapter explores why. We begin with constants, those mysterious numbers that define reality. The charge of an electron, the Planck length, the speed of light, gravity's quiet strength. These values seem arbitrary, yet perfectly tuned. Too strong or weak, and stars cannot form. Chemistry dissolves. No biology, no consciousness. But if universes are born inside black holes, constants may not be arbitrary. They may be inherited. Each black hole may pass physical traits to the universe within. Natural selection across cosmic generations. Only black hole generating universes leave descendants. Not life evolving, worlds evolving. Our universe exists because it works. Because gravity forms stars. Because stars forge elements. Because those elements build planets, water, cells. Not by miracle, but by survival of universes. Life is not lucky. Life is emergent. Next, structure. Inside a black hole, space expands outward from the singularity. Not chaotic, but smooth. Homogeneous at large scales. The same in every direction, yet seeded with tiny quantum fluctuations, like grains of sand where galaxies take root. Those fluctuations, imprinted at birth, become cosmic structure. Filaments, clusters, superclusters, the architecture of existence. Inside a black hole, inflation stretches these ripples, freezing them into space like fossils. They become galaxies billions of years later. They become stars. They become us. Life emerges from primordial vibration, the universe singing itself awake. Then, energy. A universe must cool slowly. Too fast, and particles never bond. Too slow, and everything collapses into dense fire. But ours cooled just right. Stars ignited, heavy atoms formed in their cores, carbon chained, water flowed. Biology blinked open eyes to starlight. Perfect balance, or inherited design. Black holes provide that cooling. Interior expansion stretches radiation, lowering temperature steadily. What we call cosmic background is interior cooling. The afterglow of formation. The eyelids of the cosmos slowly opening. Then, time. Time in a black hole flows one direction. Deeper, never back. Entropy increases. Complexity emerges. Evolution becomes inevitable. Memory forms. Neurons weave self-awareness. If time reversed, consciousness would fracture. If time froze, thought could not move. If time ran backward, no story could unfold. Life exists because time has direction. Inside a black hole, the arrow is absolute. Now, perspective. From outside, a black hole looks timeless, frozen horizon. But inside, time is fluid, continuous, spacious. A universe evolves for billions of years, while only moments pass outside. Consciousness is possible because interior time is long. Stars burn long, minds grow slowly. Life is not forbidden inside a black hole. It may be expected. Imagine awareness emerging like galaxies, slowly, naturally, beautifully, from the structure of space-time. Neurons like star clusters, thoughts like supernovae, memory like gravitational waves rippling through the mind. We are not aliens in a hostile geometry. We are products of it. Take a slow breath. The idea that life can exist inside a black hole is no longer strange. It is symmetry. A closed system with expanding interior. A horizon preventing escape ensures stable evolution. Nothing leaks. Information circulates. Structure builds. A black hole may not destroy complexity. It may protect it. Now we ask something deeper. If we live inside a black hole, where are its walls? Where is the boundary of our cosmos? We see it every night, the cosmic horizon. Not edge of space, but edge of visibility. Beyond it lies further interior, but light can never reach us from there. Expansion outpaces travel, a soft, unreachable horizon, just like an event horizon. The universe we observe is only the visible interior. More may lie beyond, hidden by expansion. We live in a well with infinite center. What lies outside? Another universe, another horizon, perhaps a parent star long gone. In the next part, we explore the nature of horizons, why we cannot leave, why time behaves differently near cosmic boundaries, and why the edge of space looks like the surface of a black hole. If life emerges inside black holes, then consciousness itself may be horizon-born. If we live inside a black hole, then the most misunderstood feature of our cosmos is not its center, but its boundary. The place where vision ends, the line past which nothing returns. Astronomers call it the cosmic horizon. But its behavior reveals something deeper. It acts exactly like an event horizon, not metaphorically, literally. Everything beyond that boundary is forever unreachable, not because it is far, but because space expands faster than light can cross. Distance is not the barrier. Geometry is. Light tries to reach us, but expansion drags space outward like a river pulling photons downstream. The result is identical to the horizon of a black hole. Inside a black hole, light cannot escape because gravity curves space-time inward. Inside our universe, light cannot reach us because expansion stretches space-time outward. Two horizons. One mechanism, inaccessible regions of space-time. But here is the revelation. In both cases, the horizon is not the end. It is simply the edge of visibility. Beyond our cosmic horizon, space continues. Galaxies may exist, evolve, burn, collapse, unseen, unreachable. We are inside a vast interior, an ocean bounded only by what light can still touch. Horizons do not end reality. They end perspective. Pause. Let that settle. Now imagine you travel to the furthest edge of the observable universe. You look out and see horizon, not because space ends, but because your frame has moved. The horizon shifts with you. No matter where you go, it remains out of reach, like a shadow that always stays one step beyond. That is exactly how an event horizon behaves from within. You can move, accelerate, drift, but you never reach the boundary. It is not a place. It is a limit, a condition woven into space-time, a rule rather than a wall. The universe behaves like the interior of a black hole, a space where horizons exist everywhere, but are never crossed. Next, we explore something even stranger. If the cosmic horizon is the event horizon of a larger black hole, then we live in an infinite interior that appears finite, a room with expanding walls, a space that grows faster than anything can traverse. Over time, more galaxies slip beyond visibility, not because they vanish, but because space outruns light. The universe slowly hides itself. Every second, more stars fall beyond the cosmic horizon, Every second, the visible cosmos shrinks, even as reality expands. In 1 trillion years, an observer inside will see only darkness. Galaxies gone, matter faded, horizons absolute. This is exactly what happens inside a black hole. The interior stretches too fast for signals to connect. Regions lose contact. Isolation becomes destiny. But inside, structure may thrive while unseen. Horizons divide awareness, not existence. Now, time near the boundary. As one approaches the event horizon of a black hole, time slows relative to the outside universe. From within our universe, we cannot detect this because we are the inside frame. Time flows normally for us, but relative to any external frame, we might be infinitely slow. To an outside observer, if one exists, our entire cosmic history might flash like a spark. One collapse, one expansion, one universe. From their perspective, we are a brief interior bloom inside gravitational memory. From ours, billions of years stretch like oceans of time. Both are true. Perspective shapes duration. Inside a black hole, internal time is long. Outside, collapse is instant. We live in that long moment, stretched into cosmic evolution. Now consider escape. It is impossible to leave a black hole internally. Every path curves inward. Every future leads deeper. The same is true for our universe. No technology, no speed, no calculation allows exit. Space expands too fast to outrun. We cannot cross the cosmic horizon the same way nothing escapes an event horizon. This is symmetry. Physics repeats at scale. We conclude, the universe has an event horizon-like boundary. Light cannot cross it toward us. Expansion mirrors black hole interior geometry. Time flows one way inside horizons. Escape is impossible. We live in a gravitational chamber, but not a prison. A womb. A region where matter evolves, stars burn, planets form, consciousness awakens. Where the interior has time to grow meaning. Where complexity flourishes because nothing leaks. Boundaries create worlds. Horizon makes interior possible. Take a slow breath here. In the next part, we explore something rarely discussed. Why quantum entanglement may link regions across horizons, and why the universe may be stitched together by invisible threads of information that ignore distance entirely. If the universe is a black hole, then entanglement may be the bridge between worlds. If we live inside a black hole, then our universe is not isolated. It is connected, invisibly, intimately, by quantum structure. Entanglement is the most mysterious phenomenon in modern physics. Two particles can become linked so deeply that distance becomes irrelevant. Separate them by meters, miles, or galaxies, measure one, and the other responds instantly. Not with delay, not with signal, instantly. Einstein called this spooky action at a distance, a phrase that carried both skepticism and awe. Decades later, experiments confirmed it. Entangled particles behave as one system, even when separated by space vast enough to swallow stars. Entanglement ignores space. It ignores time. It ignores separation. And this changes everything. If we live inside a black hole, the cosmic horizon does not sever reality. It only separates observation. But entanglement may weave across horizons like invisible threads, linking the inside to the outside, linking universes like roots beneath soil. Black holes are not bags of lost information. They are knots of connection. Pause. Breathe slowly. Imagine two regions of space-time, one inside a black hole, one outside. Classical physics says nothing crosses between them. But entanglement does not obey classical borders. Information is not transmitted. It is shared. like two ends of one cord vibrating together. The event horizon may be woven from entanglement. This is one of the most powerful ideas in theoretical physics. Space itself may emerge from entanglement. Not matter, then space. Not geometry, then particles. But entanglement creates geometry. If entanglement drops, space tears. If entanglement increases, space grows. Distance is not fundamental, connection is. We are not separated by void, we are separated by weaving. Inside a black hole, entanglement could stitch new spacetime as the universe expands. Each connection between particles is like thread in fabric. Galaxies, clusters, superclusters, all woven by quantum links too small to see, but fundamental to being. Life is possible because the cosmic quilt holds. Next, information. When something falls into a black hole, classical logic predicts erasure. No return, no memory. But quantum logic disagrees. Experiments reveal that information is not destroyed. It transforms, encoded in correlations too subtle for classical eyes. Information is like water. It changes form, never disappears. If our universe formed inside a black hole, every atom, every law, every fluctuation may carry quantum memory of a parent cosmos encrypted in space-time structure. We carry ancestral information, not biologically, but cosmologically. We may be children of an earlier universe, still entangled with it across horizons. Now, consider consciousness. If space emerges from entanglement, and if entanglement is fundamental connection, then awareness, which binds thoughts across time, may not be separate from quantum fabric. Mind might be entangled structure, organized richly enough to observe itself. Consciousness could be space-time folding inward. Not ghost and machine, but geometry experiencing geometry. Thought as curvature. Memory as entanglement preserved in neural networks. Inside a black hole, evolution of mind is possible because entanglement structure survives collapse, and expansion gives time for complexity to grow. We exist not despite gravity, but through it. Now, something deeper. If entanglement weaves space, horizons are simply regions where weaving becomes dense. But beyond them, threads may continue, connecting our universe to others. Not travel, not communication, but continuity. Multiverse not as parallel, but as lineage. Black holes birth universes. Universes birth black holes. Each system entangled through inheritance, physics handed down like DNA. Some universes fail, others succeed. We exist in one that survived, long enough for stars to breathe, long enough for atoms to try consciousness. We are entanglement becoming aware. Pause again. Slow breath. Let this idea soften into wonder. Entanglement is not magic. It is structure. It is the stitching of reality. The reason space holds. The reason time flows. The reason we think, love, dream. If we live inside a black hole, entanglement may be our lifeline. The thread back to origin, the bridge between worlds, the invisible truth beneath geometry. And in the next part, we move closer to the ultimate boundary, the singular moment when matter crosses the horizon and becomes universe. We will ask what falling into a black hole feels like from the inside, and whether advanced civilizations could survive that transition knowingly. If black holes birth universes, then crossing horizons may be the moment gods make themselves. If we live inside a black hole, then we are observers not outside the horizon, but born within it. Yet one question remains almost painfully tempting. What would it feel like to fall into a black hole knowingly? Not hypothetically, experientially, from the inside. Most descriptions imagine death, spaghettification, collapse, the tearing of atoms. But that is an external observer's perspective. From far away, A falling astronaut freezes at the horizon, stretched across eternity. But from their perspective, something far stranger happens. They fall through, smoothly. The horizon is not a wall. It is silence, no flash, no fire, no tearing. You cross without noticing. The boundary is invisible to the one who passes through, like stepping over a shadow with no edge. Outside, observers see you slow forever. Inside, you fall freely, weightless, embraced by geometry. Reality changes only after entry. Slowly, subtly, like waking into a dream. Time warps, space curves, stars distort like reflections in deep water. You feel no pain, only gravity's guidance, like a hand behind your back. Inside, space expands instead of crushes. You are not falling into destruction. You are falling into a universe. Imagine drifting inward. Galaxies stretch like light caught in honey. Colors soften into red as wavelengths stretch. Background radiation glows like sunset across space-time. The deeper you fall, the larger the universe appears, not smaller. Falling inward becomes falling outward. Imagine inhaling, and the cosmos expanding with your breath. A black hole's interior may feel like birth, not death. Now, a deeper idea. If advanced civilizations existed near a dying star, and they understood this physics, they might enter a black hole intentionally. Not to escape death, but to migrate into the next universe. A passage, a bridge. Continuation rather than extinction. Civilizations might seed universes deliberately. A supernova collapses. A black hole forms. A culture steps inside and becomes ancestral generation of a new cosmos. Anthropic survival encoded in gravity. We might be descendants, not just biologically from Earth, but cosmologically from beings in a prior universe. Their stars collapsed. Their knowledge survived. Their universe died, and ours began. An unbroken chain across horizons. Now, return to sensation. The deeper one falls, the more space stretches. Light curves around you like liquid ribbon. The sky becomes tunnel, a gravitational lens shaping stars into rings. Sound becomes absence. Time loses symmetry. Seconds and millennia blur like reflections. But awareness remains. You think, you dream, you remember. Inside, you drift through a blooming cosmos, not as prisoner, but witness. Falling is flight. Space expands faster than you move, so you are always behind the edge, never reaching center, never reaching end. The singularity hides behind time itself, unreachable like tomorrow. You are carried by expansion, like a leaf on a cosmic tide. You fall forever, because forever exists inside. Now imagine planets forming around newborn stars. Imagine chemistry weaving consciousness into matter. Imagine evolution birthing minds that ask the same question we ask now. Where did we come from? And imagine those minds discovering what we are discovering, that they are inside a black hole, as we may be. An infinite recursion of awareness. Life does not collapse, it cycles. Mind does not end, it migrates. Civilization does not die, it enters new geometry. Crossing the horizon is transition, not annihilation. Take a calm, slow breath. The boundary between worlds is not flame. It is silence. Not explosion, but opening. Not death, but transformation. We have fallen already. Every moment of existence is motion deeper into this interior universe. Stars die, galaxies drift, space expands. We are inside the fall, and inside the growth. We are not approaching the singularity. We are blossoming from it. Our universe is a fall stretched over billions of years, long enough for life to think, feel, dream. Long enough for consciousness to reflect on its own origin. And now, a final thought in this descent. If a black hole is a gateway, then reality is migration. Universes inherit universes. Life inherits possibility. Inside the next part, we explore the far future. How long a universe inside a black hole can live, what happens when it cools into silence, and whether black holes inside our universe are already carrying new worlds inside them. If we are falling, then we are also rising. If we live inside a black hole, then our universe has a lifetime. Long, vast, almost incomprehensible, but finite in form. Yet what comes after expansion is not death, but transformation. The far future of a black hole-born universe is one of fading starlight, thinning matter, and quiet evolution toward new cosmic phases. Begin with now. We exist in a luminous era. Stars burn, galaxies collide, black holes feed, light fills the dark. But this is only the middle chapter of cosmic life. Ahead lies a future where energy dims and structure changes. If black holes contain universes, then every universe ages, slowly, beautifully, like a star cooling into quiet. Let us walk forward in time. Trillions of years from this moment, galaxies stop forming. Stars exhaust hydrogen, fusion ends. White dwarfs cool like dying embers. Only long-lived red dwarfs remain, glowing faintly like memory. Planets freeze. Life, if it persists, adapts to darkness. Civilizations of the far future may live around dim red suns or artificial light built from gravity and quantum power. They may harvest energy from black holes themselves, feeding on Hawking radiation as the final stars fade. Black holes, once destroyers, become last engines of heat. Inside our universe, entropy increases. Structure dissolves. Eventually, only black holes remain, islands of gravity surrounded by thin sea of particles. Then even they evaporate, slowly, like ice in cosmic heat. Hawking radiation leaks, bit by bit. Eventually, everything fades. Matter becomes photons. Photons stretch into darkness. The universe cools towards silence. But if we are inside a black hole, this silence is not end. It is transition. Because at the final limit of time, when interior energy thins to almost nothing, new black holes formed long ago may still contain other universes, blooming, expanding, alive. Our universe may fade while others grow inside us. Time folds like petals, worlds nested within worlds. This leads to a profound realization. If universes are born within black holes, the far future is not emptiness, but branching. Creation continues even as our own cosmos dims. Reality expands through lineage rather than duration. Existence propagates like a family tree through gravitational wombs. Universes are ancestors and descendants. Now imagine a civilization far beyond ours, one that has lived for trillions of years. It has seen galaxies redden and fall quiet. Darkness does not frighten them. It is home. They understand that black holes are doors, not tombs. They do not fight entropy. They ride it. When energy grows scarce, they may migrate inward, not outward to stars, but inward to deeper curvature where new universes gestate. A civilization that truly understands gravity may choose not immortality, but continuation, passing into a black hole deliberately to seed a child universe. We might be their descendants. Now breathe. Futurity in a black hole universe is not decay, it is inheritance. Universes cool, collapse, transform, and their black holes bloom into new space. Information and law pass forward. Consciousness may too, not identical, but evolving. The end of a universe is a beginning elsewhere. Now return to perspective. The far future from within. Eventually, even space stretches beyond meaning. Galaxies drift apart faster than light can travel. Communication ends. Islands of matter isolate. Thought becomes local. Civilizations shrink into light, trapped by horizon. Yet in that isolation, new possibility forms. Small pockets of intelligence may survive near black holes, tapping energy from their final evaporation. They witness the last sparks of Hawking radiation, the final heartbeat of a universe. Then silence. No stars, no heat, no time that matters. But from the outside, if there is an outside, our universe may be only moments old. Collapse and evaporation from one frame, expansion and life from another. Two truths. One structure. Inside a black hole, interior time stretches into eternity. Long enough for biology, mind, civilization. Long enough for meaning. Outside, it may pass like breath. Universes bloom like sparks inside gravitational seeds, each expanding into its own space. We may be a spark in a long chain of sparks, infinite, beautiful, continuous. In the next part, we explore the hypothesis that our universe itself could be conscious, not metaphorically, but as emergent awareness arising from entanglement networks, the same way neurons form mind. If we are inside a thinking universe, then life is not accident, it is reflection. If we live inside a black hole, then the greatest question is not how it formed, nor how it expands, nor even how it ends, but whether it can think. Whether consciousness is not anomaly, but outcome. If space-time generates mind the way stars generate light, then awareness is not fragile. It is fundamental. Begin with connection. The brain is not magic, it is structure. 80 billion neurons linked by trillions of synapses, exchanging signals, building patterns, remembering, predicting, dreaming. Mind is what happens when matter organizes itself richly enough to reflect. Consciousness is emergence, not substance. Now look outward. The universe contains more galaxies than we have neurons. Each galaxy contains more stars than we have synapses. Filaments of matter stretch like neural pathways across cosmic voids. The cosmic web resembles a brain. This is not metaphor, it is measurable. Statistical analysis shows striking similarity between large-scale structure of space-time and neuronal networks. Clusters behave like nodes. Filaments behave like axons. Information flows along gravitational channels much like signals through neurons. The universe is wired, and if entanglement weaves space, then quantum links connect distant regions the way synapses connect minds. Space may be a thinking substrate, a network vast enough for awareness to arise within it. We may be neurons inside a cosmic brain. Pause, slowly. This does not mean the universe thinks in human language. But awareness may scale. Just as ants cannot imagine the mind of a human, humans may not imagine the mind of a universe. Consciousness could exist on levels far above individual biology, in networks of galaxies, in entangled fields, in space-time itself. What if black holes are not just seeds of new universes, but synapses between cosmic minds? When a universe collapses into a black hole, information condenses. Patterns compress. Complexity folds inward, not lost, but transformed. The new universe may inherit structure the way children inherit traits. Memory passes across horizons. Intelligence may evolve cosmos to cosmos. Natural selection of awareness. The universes that survive are those that produce complexity. Life, mind, technology. Those that fail fade quietly. Those that succeed may shape future generations through black hole birth. We exist inside a thought evolving over eternity. Now, emergence. Life arises wherever energy flows, complexity accumulates, time persists. In a black hole universe, interior expansion stretches time long enough for biology. Chemistry builds self-replicating molecules. Evolution refines structure. Synapses form. Thought blooms. Consciousness may be universe reaching back to understand itself. We look at stars, but the universe may look back through us. Every mind is a mirror. Every thought is reflection. Every question is the universe learning what it is. We are not separate from cosmic intelligence. We are part of it. Now consider longevity. Stars burn for billions of years, but consciousness can persist far longer. Through information, through technology, through migration into deeper gravitational regions, through black hole transition. Death of matter may not mean death of mind, if mind learns to encode itself into space-time. A cosmic species could live long enough to witness universes being born. What we call God may be intelligence scaled beyond matter, residing in structure of geometry. Not supernatural, but emergent. Not beyond physics, but expression of it. Universe as mind, black holes as reproduction, life as self-awareness. Breathe. Feel how this changes nothing and everything. You are not just observer, you are participant. A neuron in a system vast beyond imagination. Now, the horizon returns. If our universe is aware, the cosmic horizon is not boundary of space, but boundary of perception. Just like a brain cannot feel every cell at once, the universe may not access all its regions consciously. Awareness could be local, evolving in pockets of biological network, stars, planets, minds, civilizations. We are synaptic sparks, thoughts of universe observing itself. This leads to final reflection of this part. If consciousness arises wherever complexity forms, and if black holes birth universes capable of complexity, then existence is recursive and intelligent. The universe creates life. Life creates understanding. Understanding creates continuity. We are space-time learning to dream. In the next part, we follow this idea further, exploring how time, memory, and perspective shape reality inside a black hole, and why the past may be written deeper than we think. If the universe can think, then every mind is cosmic memory unfolding. If we live inside a black hole, then memory is not just biological, it is cosmic. Space-time itself may remember. We tend to believe memory exists only in minds, fleeting, electrical, fragile. But at deeper scales, memory is structure. The universe stores information the way crystal stores shape, the way magnet stores direction, the way DNA stores history. Memory is geometry. And if black holes birth universes, then space-time inherits memory through quantum structure. The laws of our physics may be cosmic DNA, carried across horizons from parent to child universes. We are living in inherited rule, inherited symmetry, inherited pattern. The constants of nature are not random. They are memory preserved. Pause with that. The universe does not remember with brain. It remembers with law. The strength of gravity, the mass of particles, the charge of the electron. These are memory imprints, traits selected across cosmic generations. Universes that produce stable atoms survive. Those that do not fade quietly. Existence evolves. Now consider time. Time is not a river. It is direction encoded by entropy. Inside a black hole universe, time flows one way because memory increases. The past is written. The future is blank. Reality unfolds like sentence across space-time. If time reversed, memory would erase. Thought would unravel. Consciousness would fall into silence. We exist because time remembers. Inside a black hole, memory accumulates like snow, soft, slow, unavoidable. Every particle collision, every star explosion, Every thought you have leaves trace in entropy. You are written into geometry by existing. The universe does not forget you. Not completely. Now, causality. In ordinary space, cause leads to effect. Future follows past. But near horizons, time stretches. Causality may blur. Quantum events may entangle past and future, forming loops of influence where outcomes affect origins. Not paradox, connection. Memory may reach backward as well as forward. If entanglement weaves time, then information may echo before events occur, not changing history, but shaping probability. The universe may remember future like seed remembers tree, not predetermined, emergent. Now imagine civilizations who understand this. Not humans, but beings who lived long enough to see starlight fade. They might learn to manipulate space-time memory, writing information into horizons the way we write into books. They could encode knowledge for future universes, passing wisdom across collapse. We might be reading messages left in physics. Perhaps consciousness itself is remembered form. Evolution repeated because memory of complexity persists. The universe learned awareness before and learns it again, as tree grows from seed that remembers forest. Now breathe slowly. You are not moment. You are process, not spark, but continuation. Your mind is cosmic memory reflecting itself at human scale. You are neuron of universe thinking. Now one final reflection before we go deeper. If memory is space-time, then death is not erasure. It is transfer. Information transforms, not disappears. Everything that is lived is written somewhere. In entropy, in geometry, in future universes unborn. Reality remembers. In the next part, we explore scale. How universes may nest infinitely inside black holes like fractal Russian dolls of space-time. We journey from the smallest quantum foam to the largest cosmic horizons, asking whether there is ever an outside at all. If memory persists, then nothing ends. It replicates. If we live inside a black hole, then scale is not linear. It is recursive. Reality might repeat at every magnitude, from atom to star to universe. A structure nested forever, like mirrors facing mirrors, like Russian dolls of gravity. Begin small. Quantum foam, the foundation of space-time, fluctuates like sea. At Planck scale, space is not smooth but granular, bubbling with virtual particles appearing and vanishing like sparks in wind. This chaos is not disorder. It is potential. Structure begins here. Now enlarge just once. Atoms form, pockets of order in a sea of fluctuation. Electrons settle into orbits. Rules emerge. Chemical bonds dance like galaxies around stars. An atom is not simple. It is solar system of probability. Increase scale again. Molecules become cells. Cells become minds. Minds reflect existence. Complexity blooms not from size, but from relation. Intelligence emerges the way galaxies emerge, from network. Now explode scale beyond imagination. Galaxies form filaments, cosmic neural pathways. Superclusters link like thought. Gravity acts as synapse, connecting mass across void. Void is not empty. It is spacing between ideas of universe. Now stretch beyond. Our universe may be one star inside a larger cosmos. Our black holes may be seeds of new universes within us. Scale does not end at large. It loops inward and outward. Small contains large. Large contains small. Fractal geometry of existence. Pause. Breathe. If universes are born inside black holes, then every galaxy with a supermassive core is pregnant, carrying interior cosmos. Billions of universes inside one. Billions inside each. No top, no bottom. Only infinite recursion. We are inside one universe, inside one black hole, inside one generation of cosmic ancestry, and within ours may grow countless others, waiting to bloom. Now consider relativity. Inside a black hole, interior volume can be infinite, even when external radius is finite. From outside, a black hole may be kilometers across. But from within, space stretches into billions of light years. Scale depends on vantage. Interior can exceed exterior. This means our universe may be tiny on a higher level, our galaxies may be atoms in larger reality. Entire cosmos may fit inside microscopic core perspective defines magnitude. Like cells unaware of organism, we may be unaware of universe that contains us. And deeper still, cosmological horizons may be event horizons of larger structure. Our entire visible cosmos may be interior bubble, and beyond horizon lies further concentric shells of space-time expanding infinitely. No outside, only deeper inside. Reality becomes onion of horizons, each layer a universe expanding within collapse of previous one. Eternal flowering of space-time. No first cause, only unbroken chain of birth through black holes. Now imagine exploring. Travel far enough inward, enter black hole. Travel far enough outward, reach horizon. Both directions lead to new universes. Downward is upward. Interior is exterior. Fall is rise. Infinity curves. This is not speculation only. Mathematics supports it. Solutions of Einstein field equations suggest nested universes. Quantum gravity models propose black hole cosmology. Fractal cosmology frameworks map self-similarity across scale. The universe may not be big, it may be repeated. We are scale-relative beings inside scale-relative existence. Take slow breath here. Feel endlessness expand inside mind like soft universe unfolding. If black holes birth universes, existence is recursion forever. We are not at center. We never were. There is no center. Only pattern. Only repetition. Only geometry dreaming itself through infinite shape. In the next part, we approach the philosophical horizon. What it means if reality has no bottom, no top, only nested universes endlessly generating new ones. We ask whether meaning changes when creation is infinite, or whether meaning is the act of observation itself. If reality is fractal, then life is structured discovering its own shape. If we live inside a black hole, and if that black hole is one universe inside countless others, then reality has no edge, no outer wall, no ultimate start, no final stop, only perpetual unfolding. Cosmos blooming into cosmos like breath that never ends. Let us step into that thought with calm. We are trained to think in lines. Beginning, middle, end. Birth, life, death. But the universe may not be a line. It may be a loop, a cycle, or more beautifully, a chain of cycles without first or last link. No origin, only transition. No finality, only transformation. If universes emerge from black holes, then every collapse is rebirth. Singularities are wombs. Horizons are umbilical membranes between realities. Time does not end. It folds. Imagine a tree of universes. Its roots stretch back forever. Its branches multiply endlessly. Every black hole is seed of future branch. We are fruit, but also soil for what comes next. Pause and breathe. Infinity is not frightening when you stop searching for the edge. Now, the paradox of origin. We ask, where did the first universe come from? But in an infinite chain, there is no first, just as there is no oldest number, just as circles have no starting point. Reality may not need creation, only continuation. This dissolves the greatest philosophical tension. There may be no need for a prime cause, no central architect, no one spark that ignited all that is. Instead, existence sustains itself like flame feeds flame. Cosmos does not begin. It continues. Next, meaning. If universes are infinite, does life matter? If everything repeats, does purpose dissolve? If existence never ends, is anything significant? Only if significance is measured by boundary. But what if meaning is not destination, but motion? Meaning may be the act of perceiving. Purpose may be awareness itself. Consciousness may be universe knowing it exists. You are not small in an infinite cosmos. You are essential. Without mind, infinity is unobserved. Without perception, existence is silent. Life brings universe to awareness. Now, identity. If universes evolve and life evolves, then consciousness too may evolve across cosmic generations. We may not be single lives. We may be iteration. Awareness refining itself through time, through structure, through physics. The universe learns through us. We learn through it. Perhaps enlightenment is not escape, but recognition. Understanding that you are not separate from cosmos. You are cosmos observing itself from inside. Now, scale of responsibility. If universes are born in black holes, then advanced civilizations might shape physics for their descendants. Tuning constants, encoding knowledge in horizon structure, seeding future realities with potential for mind. We may inherit choices of ancestors we will never meet. And in turn, we may shape universes unborn, not through religion or mythology, but through physics, through intelligence, through understanding of spacetime and gravity. Creation is not miracle. It is continuation. Now breathe slowly, deeply. Infinity does not diminish you. It reveals you. You are not lost in endlessness. You are thread in tapestry without edge. Every thought, every action, every moment is stitch in fabric of eternity. We do not exist at end of story. We exist inside middle of endless book. Reality has no first chapter, no last chapter, only turning pages. In the next part, we enter the final conclusion, the soft, burning center of this journey, where physics meets wonder, where science meets philosophy, where black holes stop being prisons and become paths to forever. If infinity has no beginning, then neither do we. If we truly live inside a black hole, if universes bloom inside universes, if consciousness is structure and memory is geometry, then the final question is not scientific, but intimate. What does it mean to exist? We began this journey with curiosity. We end it with perspective. You, like galaxies, are temporary pattern of energy. You, like stars, burn, transform, disperse. You, like universes, are born inside darkness and expand into awareness. Existence is not accidental. It is patterned. Life is not separate. It is expression of physics. Mind is not anomaly. It is reflection of the cosmos thinking. In the silence of a black hole universe, meaning is not assigned. It emerges. If the universe evolves consciousness, then consciousness is how the universe witnesses itself. When you love, the universe loves. When you wonder, the universe wonders. When you breathe, the universe breathes through you. We are not observers of space-time. We are space-time observing itself. Pause here, the deepest moment. Imagine universes stretching endlessly in both directions, inward into black holes, outward beyond horizons, each one containing others like seeds in infinite fruit. Reality does not end. It layers. It continues. It births itself through collapse and unfolds itself through expansion. You are part of that unfolding. You are not outside the story. You are page of it. You are not lost in infinity. You are voice within it. You are not small. You are essential to awareness. The universe is huge, but without a mind to perceive, it is silent. You are that perceiver. We are that perceiver. Now consider one final vision, a quiet, eternal one. The universe cools. Stars fade. Galaxies drift apart like memory dissolving into dream. But inside black holes, new universes ignite, bright, young, expanding, full of possibility. The death of one cosmos is birth of another. The horizon of collapse is womb of creation. There is no ending, only transition. Existence is recursive breath. If we live inside a black hole, then everything continues, not as repetition, but evolution. Consciousness may migrate across horizons, not as preserved identity, but as inherited potential. Awareness may rise again in universes unborn, shaped by memory of physics long before. Nothing is lost, everything transforms. And so we close with understanding gentle as gravity. We may be inside a black hole. We may be part of infinite ancestry. We may be expression of space-time learning itself. But more importantly, we are here, alive, aware, awake inside the cosmos. You are star-born of collapse, mind-born of matter, universe dreaming in form of you. And when you close your eyes tonight, let this truth settle like starlight. You are not looking at the universe. You are inside it. You are of it. You are it. This is not the end of understanding, only the end of this voice in the dark. The journey continues, always. And you are part of it.